dive in. So this is going to be, you now have what are called multi-tracks. So that's going to be extra things within the worship that...
So the app is called Playback, so we might refer to it as Playback or multi-tracks. Okay. So just be aware of that. If I say Playback or multi-tracks, we're referring to this app. So that's for you, the tech team. Okay.
So this is going to give your worship, as far as from a musical standpoint, a little more texture. Today, like, we didn't have a bass player, so we were able to use the bass from this to supplement that.
And it sounded really good according to Rick.
The first song was great.
Yeah.
Fooled me.
You were looking.
You thought there was a fancy bassist.
I was
going.
looking for the bass player.
All right.
There was one upstairs.
Yep. All right.
So this is also going to control now your slides
And your lights.
and your lights. Yes. I
Eventually.
don't know if I.
Oh, I think this week.
Well, I mean, I gotta get the light cues working. But
Great.
We'll get it going this week.
It's,
do you need
it's
this
sending
chair?
things.
Is it not working?
There we go.
Okay.
I'm liking this keyboard a lot.
Girls distracted by the
He's
keyboard.
gonna get one for girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So you'll just play when you play the song and select it. It'll find the correct slide automatically and go to the correct slide automatically. So you see how he's not changing them at all.
Clicked on that crown him with many crowns on there.
You see, it's automatically queuing as the song goes on.
Okay. Did he hit play at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can hit play at the top, or the space bar also works.
Okay.
So like at the beginning, he'll just be like, or start singing, or get out there, and we just hit play, or
Yeah, at the beginning, usually my cue is kind of like, so let's stand up and let's worship together, or something like
Bam.
that.
Okay, that's a good one.
And then they get like counted in and all that.
Yes.
Right.
So it's not going to
So
start
they'll
right
hear
away.
they're not
like
gonna be like,
intro
"Oh, we're
1,
good." Yeah.
2, or intro 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
and start. Is
And
what they
then
hear in their monitors.
Oh, I got you. I didn't know what you were
so
saying. I
when
was like,
you click
I
it,
was
it's
like,
not like
okay.
they suddenly have to start.
I got you. So when you hit play here, that goes into their
Yeah, so sometimes
earpiece.
you can even anticipate it. Like as I'm saying my last statement, you could even start it because it gives us a few seconds, especially when there's an intro to the song.
So they're going to hear, just so you guys can understand and see, when you hit play,
1, 2,
Yeah, that's the one. I heard
intro,
Dan.
2,
I
3,
hear Dan
4.
just when he's practicing.
so right there is when the band's going to actually start playing. So it'll be a little bit of time before they jump in.
And obviously the audience doesn't hear that.
Hopefully not.
Because that would be a little weird, wouldn't it? Be like, what?
Yes, yeah.
They'd be like, well, at least we got the beat.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're supposed to start now.
So that is now going to control your slides for you, which is cool.
All right, Joe and Caleb, you think you can do this without me for a little while?
No.
All right,
So,
I'll be back, guys. Hey, Dad, watch the camera here for me. Just start recording if it's when it stops. You just press this button right here.
Why will it stop?
30 minutes.
so we have this is just going to be a timeline of the song that's playing at the top here. Then down here, you shouldn't have to mess with this. Will's going to have it all set up. But just so you can understand, this is all the different instruments that could be used with this particular multi-track.
So in between there, nothing's being played. In between the song. So let me stand up for a second. I ran 5 miles this morning, so I'm kind
Nice, so you're good.
there's no music in between.
So right there is. It's just quieter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's like the
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Caleb.
Yes.
Is there, let's say that the bass is a little too loud. Can you bring the one individual instrument down?
Good question. So on the soundboard, on the button that says 25 through 36 is going to be all the things coming from this computer. And there's one called Dante Bass. So right now we're listening to the tracks group DCA, and I just took the bass out.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yes, you can, like, oh, the bass guitar is too loud on these tracks, you can jump here and turn down that
That's
particular
what I was
thing.
wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's individually selected.
Yep.
Good.
So the way these are called is Dante Acoustic, Dante Electric, Dante Drums, Keys, Bass, Acoustic, or Aux, and then Voc and orchestra.
Perfect. You know where that is.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's going to be to fill the band, so if we have a bass guitar down there, you just mute it.
Then,
No,
yeah,
Yeah.
you-
So like today, we had a drummer, so we did not need the drums being played.
Perfect, so we
So I
have a
turned
bass
it on.
player,
Oh,
we
you're
pull the
cutting
bass out.
Yep. Drums
It's
out the
only
song.
for
We could
yes.
add drums into the
It's
song
only
if
for
there's
what we
nobody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Catching it now? Yeah.
Yeah. Light bulb comes on.
Yeah. So those Sundays when we only have like 2 band members, then they can
Good, I'll
use
have
this
you
to
have
fill
to
in.
teach me a lot.
That's
of stuff,
insane.
Yeah.
my friend.
And then, so that's the end of a song there.
I'll get it.
So once you hit to the end of the song, does it automatically go?
Good question.
Yeah.
It's all at once.
So it depends.
Well,
Depends on where it is.
Depends on how it's set up. So like for this one, we don't want it to automatically advance because we have announcements time. So when
Yeah.
it gets to the end of this song,
Yeah, go there and let's do it. Let's just.
Also trying to put it in and make it a little bit easier to use, so you don't have to navigate a screen with mouse and everything.
okay.
so this one
haven't gotten
right here is how you tell what's going to happen. If it has an arrow, it's just going to stop.
An arrow
it'll fade
means
out.
stop.
An arrow means it's not going to go on to the next one. So right here, it's going to load this next song so it's ready, but it's not going to play it.
And then do we have to come over here and work the slides or?
For announcements, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only time you'll have to use this is announcements, and you still have to do it for the message as well.
Right.
Yeah.
In the sermon.
And we're all
Yes.
pretty good at that. There's not much difference between
Right.
the other program. It's just the updated version.
Yes. Yeah.
that
It
they-
just looks a little prettier.
Yeah, they've had the closet for 2 years, which is true.
So then we're ready to play this song. We hit play.
Yeah, he's done with the announcement.
Oh wait,
Okay.
did you stop it before or did it
It
automatically?
automatically stopped.
Okay.
It's going to change up there for us, and now it's going to begin running our slides again for us. But between these two songs, there's this little chain-looking thing. It's linked, so
That means it automatically.
it's going to automatically roll to the next.
So
song.
let's say I don't want to. Let's say Scott passes out. Okay. On stage. We want to stop. We just hit the stop button, right?
So look at
We just
space.
hit that, and then we can stop the whole music, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Or something happens, or somebody's an emergency, or we.
Yeah.
It's only Scott. We can keep going.
Yeah, Earl, if I pass out, just turn up the electric guitar on.
Just keep it rolling.
Hey, sound
yeah.
guy,
Turn
you
the
lost
lights
the
off
electric
and
guitar.
hit
Yeah,
so
right.
we can see
It
it.
just kept on cruising.
So you do have the option just to
Turn up
hit
the AC.
spacebar and it will stop immediately, or
And it'll go right back to the same spot it was if we hit
Yes.
it again.
Yeah.
Okay. all
or if you click this button right here,
right. Okay.
it's gonna fade it out.
Oh.
So depending on if it's an emergency, don't worry about fading it out. Probably it's always gonna be upset. It's gonna continue playing though, but then if you click it again, it's gonna
Oh.
fade back in
Oh.
I got you.
as it continues to play. Yeah. And because it kept playing, the click for the band kept going.
So they kind of know what they
So
are.
we can fade this out. So all the tracks are coming down, but the band is still on time with this. So then if we fade it back in, they'll be able to be still in time.
Who hears the click? Do they hear
Just the
They-
band.
Just the
Just
band.
the band. Yeah.
They hear it in their ear.
So the tempo, you don't have to say, you don't have to go up here anymore. Get it going. You're going too slow.
But that also keeps them in time.
Am I
with
being
the changing
recorded?
The lyrics.
Yes.
Yes, they have to keep up with the tempo.
That's it.
Which that's
Oh.
one thing that the tech assistant is going to have to do is they're going to have to recognize when they
If they get
off
totally
the song.
off
They're going to have to
beat.
fade it out and tell the mix engineer
Yeah.
to fix it.
Okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
So
They
let me ask
totally
this question.
screwed up.
So they get off beat down there.
Uh-huh.
We're not starting the song over.
Right. Yeah.
But how did we correct it? Is what
Yes.
you said.
So this is
Yeah.
something that Will is kind of figuring out how he wants to do it, because as the sound person or even like the person running slides, because we can't hear the metronome, I don't know that they're off. You know what I mean? Just from up here.
You might see it on the words or on it.
Right, yeah. But even if you get like even one beat off,
Oh, yeah,
that's,
it's not gonna-
you might be able to tell as like the sound person, and that's where you'll want to fade it out and then pause it. So like today, we had to do that on one part of a song because they just got off time a
So
little.
beginning of the song, you faded it out. you stopped in the middle of the song, and then you restarted the song? Or
So
what?
it was towards the end of a song that, and during practice they knew, hey, we might get off
Oh, it
here.
was during practice.
Yeah, and then so because during practice they knew, oh, we might get off here. We both knew to kind of be watching for that. They got off, and we were able to kill
At
it.
the end of the
At
song,
the end of the song.
you faded it out, and then they
And then just finished
they
the
knew.
song.
How do they know when you're fading it out?
Well,
Is it-
Earl, in our ears, we're hearing click, click, click with
And-
the music and
and that'll
stuff, and
just
then all of a
stop.
sudden it was gone.
Yeah.
But we're still playing the song
That's
because
right.
Russ is over there on the drums. I mean, we're all playing, but since we got off that click,
you knew automatically
We-
that it was over. The song was.
well,
you were
we
finished.
just knew, we just continued playing what we were playing. The click went out of our ears, so it didn't confuse us anymore.
And because if
Oh, so you finished the song out,
Yes.
but
without
okay,
this.
but the system,
We
and then
didn't
so
have
when the
that.
next song's ready to go, we just hit play again, and then the click
And then
starts again.
everything's good again.
Oh, okay, wow.
'Cause if
okay,
they-
I understand.
Hopefully
That's-
it happens at the
Sorry.
end of the
So
song.
because if they get off time with this, because there's so many other instruments and things,
Okay.
it will be off of the music as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
all
And
those
it'll
other
be
tracks will be off.
Deadly in your ears.
Okay, let me ask this again,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'll make sure. So they got off track, which
Yeah.
they thought they would knew.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything. The music, they already knows that they're. Well, no, I will know. I'm the one that has to make that
Yes.
decision.
Yeah.
Okay, and then can you show me like a
Yeah,
decision
yeah.
how to? Like, so Earl, this is what it looked like to make that
Yeah.
decision.
So they're playing. We can kind of tell they're getting off the click.
So it's a judgment call on my part, or whoever's there.
Well,
Or somebody
also,
say no
Will
like
might be
us.
doing this
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
down
okay.
there. He'll be playing and
Yeah,
go.
we need to find
That
a
means-
I understand.
cut the
So he
click.
doesn't want to hear the clicking anymore, and then he could just
Yeah.
say normally. I got you. Okay.
So you
Yeah,
can.
that sounds like a good
So-
if you hit
have a signal.
the pause button, it's just gonna stop.
Yeah, I don't want that. I
And you
want
don't
the,
want to do
want
that.
the fade out.
So you want to fade it out.
And the fade out only means the clicking, and then they can still play their music, right?
Well,
With the fade
so
out, or
if you
is
just
that it?
if you just do the fade out, it's just the instruments, and the click is still happening. And if they're off the click, that's when you'll want to stop. You'll want to pause it, so they can just finish.
Okay. So
Oh.
if I stop that,
Uh-huh.
that still works. The music's still going. Everybody can hear everything.
Uh-huh.
If I stop that, and then, but I don't need to fade it out, do I? Or I could do either way. The clicking's still going if I fade it out.
If you fade it out, the clicking is still
Yeah,
happening,
but
and
if
it's
I
still
pause.
triggering here.
But if you pause it, it won't trigger.
Yeah.
And
All
I
right,
was gonna say it's
but-
gonna stop the slide.
And I can leave it on pause
Uh-huh.
till the song's over.
Yes.
Then what do I do to get back to the next song
Yep.
whenever they're ready?
So then you can just click
And-
the next song and hit play, and it's gonna be
Boom.
ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If that happened in the middle of a song, you might have to jump over and do a few slides.
Yes. Yeah.
If you had to turn the click thing off.
So going back to this, there's the little link icon.
That's the. That needs to automatically go.
It's gonna automatically go. Yep. So we might do something like as a sound person, we have the ability to have that.
So okay, I'm catching on. It's
Sure.
not. But how do so they're clicking? How do I know it's off? Is there anything on that screen that I can tell that they're off the clicking?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And so that's where we're gonna. Will's
You
gonna
see
either give a
everybody going
sign.
like this, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah, I'm
And,
gonna say it probably would be
sometimes
best.
you get, I mean, the slides will automatically, so if you can tell that they're behind on singing the next lyrics on the next
Yeah,
slide,
if
then
they
that's
were off-
how you can tell that they're getting
We should probably use some type of hand signal like we're with praise, like like they don't know, so they don't know what we're doing. You know what I mean? If you're doing this, that might look funny, but if they're like Scott puts his hand up like he's being filled with the Spirit or something, like seriously, that might work better than
Well,
make sure not
you
to
better
have
just
this.
know what it is in case he
Yeah,
is
yeah,
filled
that's
with
what I'm
the
saying.
Spirit,
Come
he
up with a
doesn't-
good signal. Or
Yeah, and
whatever.
that's how we told this morning. That's how we could tell this morning during practice before service was they weren't coming
The-
in at the right. This
the
slide
words
had
are-
changed to the next lyrics, but they weren't coming in and singing the words, so we could tell that they were kind of off on the clicks.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
when we made the
they get
decision
totally
during the service to fade out the click.
And as they get
that,
more
and
used
that
to,
you might need to take over doing the slides.
and as they
because
get more
they're
used to playing with it, them getting off will become less and less and less.
So are you going to still print me out a sheet of the order of? We didn't have one last week. The
Of
sheet.
what?
I want.
Oh yeah, there's a sheet. It's right
Oh,
there.
right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
in order
yeah.
of service.
Yeah, they didn't have one last week.
Yeah.
That
so-
just makes me feel comfortable.
Me too. I still like to look at that.
Yeah, and
even
I
though
check
it's
it
on the
off, then
screen
I-
there.
Yeah.
I like to, I like
that'll
to
kind
pay
of let
there.
me know, okay, there's
Yeah,
two
yeah.
songs, and then it's gonna stop, and there's gonna be communion time,
Right.
so.
Right. I like
And
that
then I'll
too.
have to,
And David still give his message out
Right,
there
yeah, he
too?
still has
Yeah.
the sermon notes and everything.
yeah,
Okay.
so you
All
have
right,
to
we're
do
going
that
then.
part of it, yeah.
So what I did this morning, so sound person, if you want, because we have our nice reference monitors here, and I knew they might be getting off of the click for that one part of the song, I can hit solo, and then I can hear the click as they're playing, and so
Okay, do you have a headset for us here or somebody? Or are they gonna wear a headset here so they can, or is that click just gonna be noisy?
the click is just here, yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
probably
to these two.
just here.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. And so I play an instrument so I can tell that they were getting off, and I said, okay, we're going to kill it. And I was able to make that judgment call. So, again,
And that's probably the, yeah. two
that is
people
an
here.
option. There's also the option for Will to get some more equipment that he is able to do it. We just need to decide how that wants to take place so that everyone can kind of be on the same page. So, but if you do pause the multi-track, it is going to stop advancing your slides.
Maybe.
And then you'll have to do that manually like you have
Wait,
been.
you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
Also, if all spontaneously, it was like, hey, let's repeat that last course
Right.
again.
Yeah.
So
You could
they're like,
comment.
ah!
Yes.
So who's gonna be up here tonight?
Me and Caleb, I believe.
I'm here. this
Yeah,
tonight,
I think I'm doing too.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, I might come up here just to
Yeah.
stand by,
Sure.
watch to start my, to watch my slowness. Okay.
Yeah, it helps to just shadow it and watch what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I did that during second service this morning, and I learned a lot just watching it.
Okay, so that seems pretty simple. So who's the earphones for?
I'm not sure what these are doing. I don't think they're plugged into
Is there a
anything.
spot we could plug it in if we wanted to, or is that not easy?
At the moment, it's not possible.
Okay.
There's no headphone jack in the board?
So there is, but it was not working, and I could not figure out why. I did some looking, couldn't figure it out. There would be the option to get a thing to be able to do that. So if you're wanting to get headphones, you already have the equipment to do so. But when I mix, I like to use headphones. But because I had these, that was almost better because I didn't have to do this.
And it
Well,
didn't
that's-
distract
that's-
anybody?
See, this is an advantage now, having these
Right,
monitors
yeah.
here. We don't have to do that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that affect anybody up here?
I was just about to ask.
Sure. Yeah.
Probably.
No one said anything.
Okay.
So, but
Well, you got the other sound here too,
Yeah.
Earl, and all you're doing is isolating a little bit up
That's
here.
true.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
nobody's gonna.
it is when
we
I
do
mean, I
that.
feel like people can't sit as close to us as they could before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey Joe, we turn the main
I mean,
left right
sometimes we're
down.
trying to do slides and
What do you want?
Yeah.
Main
someone
left,
was
right, all the
sitting
way
next to
down.
you like, hey, could you throw this
And the
away
sub.
from me? Like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should have guessed that.
I know. I'm a little busy here.
yeah, well, here, don't talk to me.
You've probably been told that you are the spitting image of your dad.
I've never been told that actually.
Don't you think?
No,
I do.
I don't see it.
Well, I saw you and your dad together when you guys got back from camp, and I was like, man, they are a spitting image of each other.
I mean, maybe
I've never seen your mother, so.
maybe
I think
close
I look
enough
more
that I
like
can-
her than I do
Oh,
my
do you?
dad.
Michael Jackson.
Don't.
Michael Jackson.
He called my mom Michael Jackson.
She looked like Michael Jackson in one picture.
So are they off? Okay, so.
There was two going.
So now you're hearing
So he's playing this through his computer right here, but the tracks was something different.
Yeah, I just gotta rewire my brain here to figure everything out.
And like everything else, experience is gonna make it easier.
That's
I had a
it.
little head
No,
start
I
because Dan's been
It wasn't bad.
practicing with the click track thing, so I knew what that was all about.
And if it does, they can just sing louder.
There you go. Yeah. So that's
That any
this
kind of
station now.
Hey Caleb, could you show, like during practice, like say they want to go back and
Yes.
re-practice the
Yep.
chorus, how to
Yep.
move
Yeah,
throughout the
how,
song?
yeah, we want to do
So
start from such and such
they,
place over.
you know, they'll say, hey, can we, let's, you know, so on this song they were having a hard time staying on click after the bridge. So, you know, into the chorus. So if you use the arrow keys, it's gonna
Kind of
move around, and then there's like C, so that's chorus, interlude, IT, B for bridge. So you can move around, and so say they want to do, you know, the last bridge before C chorus, you can go right here, hit play, and then it's going to start right there.
Oh wow.
But in order to like actually move around in the actual playback, it has to be paused. Because otherwise, you're just moving around where you're looking at.
Yeah.
Which is kind of.
pause it first.
And did you want to show them like transition to chorus or whatever?
Maybe.
Like double clicking on the chorus part or whatever? I don't know.
Is that what I'm talking about?
What I'm saying is that like, you know, while they're playing their song, if Will wants to go back to, you know, the bridge, I can double click it. I think I can do something, and it should transition to that.
Let's go back and sing that again.
Right.
There it is. And so in their ear, they heard, you know, bridge 2, 3, 4, and it transitioned into it.
Oh wow.
So you do that by double.
I think it's
So-
double clicking.
Man, I'm impressed.
Usually, I don't know why it wasn't this time, but usually after you double click, the little icon up at the top corner will start flashing.
Bridge 2, 3, 4,
Just what
5,
the band
6.
is hearing. So say we wanted to go back to verse 2.
Didn't do it.
I think it's going to wait
It has
until
to
the
wait
bridge
that
is
section.
done.
Yeah,
Then it's going to
that
jump
makes
here.
sense.
Verse 2,
There
it
3,
is.
4,
Yeah.
5,
And now it's
6.
going to jump back to this verse.
So that.
Because it's not going to just do it immediately.
That might be.
And see,
That
the
how
band
you
is
would-
going to have to get used to like getting, you know, when they mean go, they mean go.
That's what.
Yeah, you know, we went to the
So that
Royals
that
game
would
where
be
they had
a,
the
hey, let's go
Crowder
sing that.
concert
If he
afterwards.
Yeah.
said on
and the
stage,
very
let's
first
sing
song,
that
the music
chorus.
started up and Crowder came out
Yeah,
and he
let's
couldn't
sing
find
that
his
chorus again.
guitar.
That might be how you would.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Could do it
he's almost
from
frantic
there.
looking for it because he had the clicks in
Chorus,
his ears and
2,
knew he had
3,
to start,
5,
but he
6.
couldn't get his guitar.
Oh, my
So he got up there and started singing. They finally got his
But his
guitar.
guitar.
out.
That's the
But that's the
funniest
kind of thing
thing.
you do have. He knew it was happening, and he couldn't just say, "Well, I'm not going to play." He had to sing because the band was going. And,
Yeah, I'm going to. Gary McCamp's coming here in a couple months to Kansas City. Jerry
yeah.
McCamp. I'm going to that. That'll be fun. Kansas City. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much it for us.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
We
the
can
only
shut
thing
down-
I might have had a question about is if, say, in announcements or something, or in the middle of the sermon, there's a video.
Uh-huh.
That's usually just between us
And the,
and
the
yeah,
sound
and the
person
sound
say,
like, hey, there's a video.
Yeah.
You know, I'm clicking on the video.
Yeah, last week he had me just click on it. He put it.
Yeah,
in
usually
his
they just
thing.
you just click on it and it plays automatically, and then the sound person might have to.
Okay, so
Hit
how do
the volume.
how do we turn off the lights?
that'll be that computer.
Okay,
Yeah, you can close out
Oh.
the window.
okay, yeah. So
We're
open
not
the
gonna-
window. So let's say we're at the end of the service. Now I know how to shut that down. I don't know how to shut that down.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Do we need to shut that down, or do we just let somebody else do it?
Tech director or Will could probably do that, but if you want to, that'd be.
Well, no. I just want to know what my job responsibilities are. So if I have to shut it down, then I want to know how to do it.
Sure.
So I guess go up to Apple there. And,
Yeah, then shut it down. Yeah, so that's a question for Will.
What it previously was prior to the upgrade was kind of just leave it and David will come up and take care of it.
Oh no, I did
But-
both of them. I shut them both down.
Yeah,
and then
me
what
too.
about the lights though? Because
Yeah,
I've always
and then
shut
there's
down the
like
lights. We had 'em-
pre-service announcements and music, and then after the
Okay,
service,
let's
yeah.
two things. Yeah,
Yeah.
the lights first, and then I want to know first service start and second service start. Is that still a go?
It
Where
does
it-
not automatically activate the lights yet. If that's what you're asking.
Kind of, but I mean, we do first service start where
But it
the
used to have the countdown clock
On
on
the-
there for the.
whoa, show me.
So yeah, so you just click
we
right
haven't
here,
done
so
that
sermon, all on, all off.
I
walk in,
noticed it
Oh
wasn't-
yeah,
I noticed
Love
it
it.
wasn't there.
singing.
Oh.
And it automatically happens with the songs and how we go, right?
Not yet. They're working on
Oh,
that
so we
part.
have to run that.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
and that's
it's in the
simple.
process
I mean,
of
it's
going.
right on there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah.
way easier than it was before.
Okay,
Sure.
show it
Yeah,
again.
so right here, you just click on whichever
Oh,
one.
okay.
So
So,
click
Sign.
all on.
Sign over
so,
there.
you know, we're having walk-in. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
walking
And then
in,
we're ready, and then just click singing. And then we're ready to.
In the future, if you want to click live down there, in the future there will likely be a button down in that area where it says control panel. There will likely be a series of buttons that you'll click.
So click all on, would you please?
Yeah.
I just want to get, okay. So that's how it's usually going to be when we first walk in, right? Or
Yeah.
It'll be
all on.
walking
On
when you
walk-in.
first walk in.
So the
Well-
stage will be dark.
That's how it should be.
Oh,
right
is
there.
the,
Yeah.
okay, I wasn't looking.
Yeah,
I
so
got you.
All
yeah.
on is like even all of these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what it'll be like.
What
For walk in.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's walking.
And then communion and sing. So we have to know that. Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
appreciate that.
But I think the goal is to have this control lights too, eventually.
That's what I'm working on at the
Yeah.
moment.
And this has a lot of functionality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so so first service start, you're not aware of that. That's a Will issue. So we had a thing where we could click and then it started a countdown timer to when first service actually starts.
That has not been implemented since we upgraded to Pro Presenter 7,
Okay.
and I don't know if anyone's been working on it yet.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. I can show you how. If you're wanting to have
Yes,
a countdown.
or, I mean that's yes.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more complicated
Because
than it
like
needs
the
to be for
musicians
this,
are all
but you
sitting
can
down
do it.
there like
I just don't
checking
know
their
how,
phone
Yeah,
every
yeah.
2 minutes.
No,
Is it time
we need
go
to have a
up?
countdown because everybody relies on that
Yeah.
to really kind of start, going. So
Thing.
yeah,
Oh,
having
they
to-
look up as 2
I think
minutes.
that's it
yeah.
for us. I mean, I don't.
I
No.
think the only thing I had was usually we would play music
We don't have our screen thing here
before
anymore.
the service and in between the services.
Right.
Yes. So there's in Pro Presenter.
There's our
7.
library.
There's a pre-post service right there.
Uh-huh. Oh, library's down there. Yep.
Yeah, so just have that playing.
Yep.
And then,
Easy.
cut it out,
And then the sound
Turn-
person can fade it
turn
out.
that off
And then if we go to
before we
the
start that thing.
Right.
yeah, whatever we click on, the next slide will cut it out, or the next song, or the.
Bridge 2, 3,
Yep,
4,
there you
5,
go.
6.
Yeah.
So it's still playing the music here, but as long as you fade it down, as long as the sound person fades it down.
How do I stop? Oh, just hit
You
the
can hit.
stop right there.
Yeah, that's your walk-in and in between service music down there.
Okay. Yep.
Or if there was
Well, they
nobody
didn't
to
put our
play.
community music back on there, did they?
I guess they figure there's always going to be somebody to.
They'll probably program the communion stuff in here, you know?
They'll just program the piano. It'll play
Yeah,
itself.
nice.
Another thing with the lights is there's
They're
this
gonna pull
box.
a cord out.
Yeah, right here. The box is right here, and
Oh.
then the cord is
For down, for the
Oh.
screen, right?
For the lights.
for the lights.
All the lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
So
way.
that's a kill switch.
Except these lights.
Yep.
Those are right there.
So that gives
Bottom
it control
switch.
back
Alright,
to
whatever, I'm
the
not gonna
switch
mess
down
with
there.
So what's that one right there? That's the front
This
screen,
is
right?
TV.
That's the
that's
TV
over
right
there
here,
now. Okay.
Yeah.
right? You
this
just
is the
moved it
TV.
over here. Okay.
I'm not gonna mess with that.
Right.
No, you have to turn it off every Sunday before you go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was part of our routine.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gotta
we had to
flip
turn
it
that
off.
off.
And I need to
I was always afraid
Make
of
a
it
list.
kick
recreate a
something
routine.
underneath there.
I've been meaning to do that for
And-
3 weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna head home. I was pretty good. Don't you? I mean, is there anything else?
That's
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you,
Appreciate it.
Caleb.
I'm glad that we're looking good.
Yeah.
Oh.
For all you old timers, just got word that Bill Russell passed away today.
Basketball star Bill Russell. Yeah, that's sad. I like Bill Russell. He's a quality
Yeah.
guy.
Just got a notice.
Don't know who that
You and I
That's for two-
God, just
two,
love
yeah.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
I'm not multi-timer.
So eventually, I think they're gonna start. So this is my laptop that I recorded everything to, but I think they're gonna start recording eventually, and that would give you the option to, if you wanted, to come in and practice on this without the band being here.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Never
Um,
thought about that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Who needs the band? We just come in here and
Start playing and pretend.
yeah. So if they call off band practice, we can still have.
Dude, we could put you up there with a guitar
Oh,
and
I
just
would.
play the recording.
I was an air guitar specialist in the 80s. That's when that all came out.
Air guitar world champion of '86.
Yes.
So you can come and practice and do whatever, and it's not show time, so you can There's no like, oh, I accidentally did this during a service sort of thing. You know.
So all that would mean is that sound has to come in sometime between Wednesday evening and Sunday morning.
To do it.
And that's just communicating with Will. And all that.
Okay, I'll get it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll pick it up.
Oh,
Thanks for your help.
Yeah.